Nia Jax thought she had Chelsea Green exactly where she wanted her. She thought this was going to be easy. She thought this was going to be a birthday celebration on SmackDown. She was dead wrong. Welcome to Slam Nation, the ultimate home for the most insane, unpredictable, and explosive wrestling drama on the planet. What unfolded on SmackDown on May 29, 2026, was not just a match. It was a masterclass in deception, a powder keg of tension that had been building for weeks, and it exploded in one of the most jaw-dropping moments of the entire year. 3 women, 1 title, a betrayal hiding in plain sight, and a champion who just proved she is playing an entirely different game from everyone else on that roster. If you love WWE drama and insane wrestling moments like this, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to Slam Nation, and turn on notifications because things are only getting crazier from here. Drop your thoughts in the comments right now because I want to know whose side you are on. Let's take you back to where this story really begins. Chelsea Green had been completely absent from in-ring competition since early February. Months on the sidelines. Months watching the SmackDown women's division evolve without her. Every week that ticked by, the pressure mounted. Because Chelsea Green does not sit on the sidelines gracefully. She obsesses. She schemes. She calculates every move and she is always looking for the angle that gets her back into position. The woman she turned to was Tiffany Stratton, the reigning Women's United States Champion. The same woman who had come to Green's rescue before. Chelsea went to Tiffany directly, reminded her of what had already happened between them, and made her ask. And Tiffany Stratton looked her right in the eye and said no. No ringside support. No backup. You are on your own tonight. In that moment, it genuinely looked like Chelsea Green was walking into a nightmare with no allies. But what happened next shocked everyone. Because before that conversation could even settle, Nia Jax and Lash Legend had already made their own backstage move on Tiffany Stratton. They found her, approached her with smiles, and delivered a very specific message. Nia told Tiffany she had made the right call staying out of Chelsea's business. And then Lash Legend stepped forward with something that was not a suggestion. It was a declaration. The Women's United States Championship, she said, was coming home. Not eventually. It was coming home. Think about the audacity of that moment. Lash Legend standing in front of the champion, staring at the title around her waist, and telling Tiffany Stratton that the countdown had already started, that there was nothing she could do to stop what was coming. Fans could not believe what they were seeing when that backstage segment aired. Nia Jax and Lash Legend had written Chelsea Green off completely. They were not focused on the match. They were already focused on the championship. And in doing that, they made a critical error. They showed Tiffany Stratton exactly how they saw the board. Now the match. Chelsea Green made her return, and Nia Jax treated it like a personal insult that anyone thought Green belonged in the same ring with her on her birthday. The moment that bell rang, Jax grabbed Chelsea and launched her across the ring like she weighed nothing. And then she did it again. The size difference was suffocating. Green fought back. She slipped out of a corner splash, cracked Jax with a slap that had real venom behind it, and sent her spilling to the outside. The crowd woke up instantly. Green read the moment perfectly, sprinted to the ropes, and launched herself through them with a suicide dive that popped the arena. Suddenly this match had a completely different energy. Suddenly Chelsea Green looked like someone who belonged there, someone who had spent 3 months in the darkness and come out sharper and more dangerous for it. Suddenly the return did not look like a disaster. But Lash Legend was still lurking at ringside. When Green turned and connected with a dropkick through the ropes toward Legend, she took her eyes off Jax for a split second. That was all it took. Jax recovered, got back inside, and planted Chelsea with a thunderous Samoan drop that shook the entire ring. This completely changed everything. Green was down, struggling. The momentum that had been building vanished in an instant. Nia Jax moved to the corner, setting up for the Annihilator. This was it. The finishing sequence. The dominant birthday statement that Jax and Legend had been building toward all night. The WWE Universe held its breath. Because this was supposed to be where it ended. Chelsea Green, back after months away, destroyed in her very first match. And every word Lash Legend had said backstage about the championship coming home would feel even more inevitable after this crushing image. Then Tiffany Stratton's music hit. The arena detonated. Jax stopped dead. She turned toward the entrance expecting a distraction. Maybe a warning. What she got instead was Tiffany Stratton moving with absolute purpose down to ringside, and before Jax could process what was happening, the Women's United States Championship connected with her back with full force. Nobody expected this moment. Jax stumbled forward, stunned. And Chelsea Green, barely functioning on the mat a second ago, came alive the instant the room shifted. She read it perfectly. She scrambled across the canvas, hooked the leg, and the referee counted 1, 2, 3. Just like that, the birthday party was over. Now sit with what Tiffany Stratton just did here, because this is where the story gets genuinely fascinating. She told Chelsea Green she would not be in her corner. She let Nia Jax and Lash Legend believe she was staying completely out of it. She allowed both sides to operate with false information. And then at the exact moment it mattered most, she came down that ramp and used the championship belt as a weapon. That is not loyalty. That is strategy. Cold, calculated strategy from a champion who realized that standing still was no longer an option. The WWE Universe exploded after this happened, because nobody saw it coming. Not Nia Jax. Not Lash Legend. And honestly, probably not even Chelsea Green, because that desperate scramble for the pin told you everything. She was surviving in the moment, and Tiffany Stratton made the decision to save her at the last possible second. But here is what makes this situation genuinely dangerous going forward. Chelsea won. She has momentum. But she won because of Tiffany Stratton, and in WWE, when a champion intervenes on your behalf, there is always a price attached. Always. The question is whether Chelsea Green is too caught up in the rush of finally winning again to see that clearly. And then there is Nia Jax. She walked into SmackDown on her birthday with everything aligned in her favor. She had Lash Legend at ringside. She had Tiffany Stratton seemingly neutralized. She dominated Chelsea Green for most of that match. And she still lost. On her birthday. That is the kind of loss that does not fade quietly. It builds. It ferments into something without an off switch, and Nia Jax is already the most dangerous woman on SmackDown when she is content. Imagine what she looks like furious. Things are about to become even more chaotic on SmackDown, because Lash Legend stood in front of Tiffany Stratton and promised the title was coming home. She said it with complete conviction. She said it like it was already decided. And Tiffany Stratton absorbed every single word. Her response was not a promo or a stare down or a carefully worded social media post. Her response was to walk down to that ring, swing the championship like a weapon, and remind every single person in that building that she is the one holding that title, and nobody, not Lash Legend, not Nia Jax, not anyone, gets to put a clock on her reign. That is a champion who recognized a threat forming in her direction and decided to crush it before it could fully breathe. But what happened next shocked everyone, because the fallout from this night is only just getting started. Chelsea Green is back with real momentum. Nia Jax is furious on a deeply personal level. Lash Legend's promise now looks like a challenge that just got answered with violence. And Tiffany Stratton is standing at the center of all three storylines with a target on her back that just got significantly larger. Here is the question that should be burning a hole in your mind right now, and there is no clean answer to it. Was Tiffany Stratton protecting Chelsea Green out of genuine loyalty, or was she protecting the championship because Lash Legend's threat scared her more than she ever let on? Those are two completely different motivations that lead to two completely different futures. If it is loyalty, Chelsea Green just gained the most powerful partner on SmackDown. If it is pure self-preservation, Chelsea Green is a tool, and eventually tools get put down when they are no longer useful. Not Chelsea Green. Not Nia Jax. Not Lash Legend. And honestly, maybe not even Tiffany Stratton herself knows exactly what she just set in motion. The next chapter of this rivalry is going to be savage, and it is going to arrive faster than anyone expects. Do not look away for even a single second. If this SmackDown breakdown had you losing your mind, you already know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe to Slam Nation, share this with every wrestling fan you know, and get into the comments right now. Tell me who comes out on top when this story reaches its boiling point. Is it Chelsea Green riding this wave back to gold? Is it Nia Jax returning with birthday rage and something to prove? Is it Lash Legend finally cashing in on everything she has promised? Or does Tiffany Stratton prove she is on a level nobody on SmackDown can touch? Drop your answer below. Slam Nation wants to hear from you, and trust me, you do not want to miss what is coming next.